Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. We are finally getting some summer here in Northeast Ohio. It's actually getting into the 70s today. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 80s. I think Wednesday, low to mid 80s. And then we start going back down like into the 60s. But it will be nice to have some summer. So I'm going to have to do most of my gardening in the morning because it gets too hot for me in the afternoon. So tomorrow, when it's going to be in the 80s, I'll do some gardening in the morning and do errands in the afternoon. But so far this morning, I was able to I put in, oh Lord, I forgot what it was. These black pole beans I put in with my pearl and gold corn, because I'm doing the Three Sisters. So in that section, I have pearls and gold corn. I have the black pole beans, and I have loofah gourd squash in there. So that's one is almost complete. I have to replace some corn, which I did the other day. The corn that got washed away from the floods. I replace those, and when those start growing, then I'll plant pole beans next to them. So it's a perfect day for gardening today. I am going to go charge my phone because it desperately needs it. While I'm doing that, I'll work outside and I'll catch up with you later. Okay, so these are the pole beans I planted with the pearl and gold corn. Cherokee black pole. I can't wait for these. Okay, on this section of the garden, I planted a few big red bells. Like I said, my nightshade seedlings came out very wimpy this year. And you remember on Friday, I showed you my provider beans. Most of them didn't come up. What did come up, I found dying, and I tried to take care of them, and they seem to be coming back. And this was just on Friday. They're already looking better. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's new growth coming. So I wanted to show you guys my compost. I started this last year, and it filled all the way up to the top. And so I stopped filling this, and I just turn it. And then I started filling that one. So I got one of these compost turners. Got it at Layman's Hardware in Kidron, Ohio. You can order online if you're too far away from them to go get it. But look at that. It's not quite there yet. I think it's because we had such cold weather. I think it would be further along if we had more normal weather, or the weather we had last year, which was also not normal, but it was very hot. Now, I heard that people threw their eggshells in here, so I did. Those do not break down as quickly as everything else, so I'm just going to keep grinding them into powder and adding it to my soil. I think that works better. But anyways, I think it's coming along. It looks like it's going to be nice and rich. So when I can start adding it, oh, my plants are going to be so happy. I'm debating on what I should show you, what the beginning looks like, because it is kind of disgusting. This one, I open this canister, there are no longer bugs in here. This one, and I just opened it a few minutes ago. I don't know if there's more. Yeah, usually when I just open this, yeah, I saw a swarm of bugs come out. That one, it doesn't happen anymore. So anyways, I got to stir this one. Stirring is what keeps it breaking down. So what's at the bottom is going to be more composted. So I need to bring that to the top so that this will get to the bottom and get warm. Okay, so I don't have my camera stand set up, so I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to do it right now. Look at how quickly my nasturtiums are growing. I just planted these and they're just popping up like crazy. Look at this. My morning glories, they're starting to vine around the arch trellis. I'm so excited. They're really coming along. Oh, and every once in a while I take some time to do a couple of these. My stepping stones, this is in my cottage garden. I just kind of level them into the ground so I don't trip and end up in the hospital again. But yes, I like the way it's turning out. Don't mind the mess. So I have this stone here, goes into my greenhouse, and then these stones go into my cottage garden. I am so excited with how well my chamomile is doing. I harvested the first of the flowers a few days ago, but there wasn't much. There was maybe about 3, but I picked them just to encourage more growth. And it was Friday, today's Monday, and now I have all these to harvest. And then as you can see the mugwort back there, I'm going to start harvesting mugwort. There is more in the back of the property. It's all over here, grows all over the area I live. I will be doing a video on this. I am going to harvest some to make smudge sticks because it's a good replacement for sage and cleansing energy. I know it's hard to tell, but I spent a lot of time in my fenced-in garden today pulling up weeds and grass. And then I put in some of my seedlings. They are my nightshades, which did not do well this year for some reason. But I put them in the ground anyways. The ones that I put in a couple weeks ago that weren't doing well look good now. They're catching up. They're doing better. So I'm hoping that's the same with the rest. But I have done a lot in here today. I know it doesn't seem like it. And in this corn section, so look at our lawnmower broke. So the grass is long and pretty. I love it like this. I love the wild look. But it's about to be cut and I'll be disappointed. Miss Ma'am, what are you doing? So in here, I planted Cherokee black beans next to these stalks of corn. So down this little walkway, I leveled another one of these stones. I have 5 in here so far. Goes in between the fence and this right here, which is where the corn is. I have one more to put in here of those brick looking ones. So that'll go, I don't know, about there. So I don't know what I'm going to put for the last one here. But I did level these in. I just have to clear it out more with the grass and all the sod I took out. But I think it's looking good. And that's about all I did today. I've decided from now on, at the end of the day, I'm going to treat myself for doing a hard day's work by spending some of the evening in my cottage garden, because that is my favorite place to be. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to water everything. Look at, oh, she fell again. My fairy garden has really grown in. I think it's looking cute. I nearly forgot to show you guys this. My rhubarb that I just planted recently. Look, it's getting new growth. It's doing really well. Cute. But anyways, I'm gonna go spend time in there and water and call it a day. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.